Okay, this is the last video I'm going to record today. This is a very big process, and there is a lot that I could say about this, so I'm going to try to keep this as small as possible, as simple as possible. This is something that you can use for anxiety, for nervous system regulation. This is also something you can use to process and feel and move through a lot of emotions, and it's also something that you can use to process and move and feel through trauma and all kinds of things. This is very versatile, and it can be used in a lot of different ways. To keep this really simple, I'm just going to say that you have an emotion present in your body. You have a feeling present in your body. You can also use this with physical pain, by the way. I'm just going to put that up here. You have this emotion present in your body, this sensation present in your body, and you're just going to close your eyes and focus inward and go into that sensation and feel it. For the next thing you want to do is you want to consciously choose to let that sensation get a little bit bigger. And now this is just temporary, right? The sensation might be really uncomfortable. It might be painful. If it's too much, then you don't let it get bigger. If it's too much, you can pull out of it. And if you're able to, just letting it get a little bit bigger, letting yourself release some of that resistance and feeling into it a little bit deeper. And then paying attention and finding a focal point where it feels the most intense. And this might be instantly obvious to you. There might be a big point where it's just so intense. There might be a little tiny pinpoint where it's just a little more intense than everywhere else. It might be a big, huge area. Or you might be like, I don't know, and feeling around. We're not forcing this. Just wherever it feels the most intense, and if it's kind of vague, then that's fine. Just pay attention. We're just giving it attention. If there is a point of intensity, of highest intensity, we're going to focus there, give our focus there. And just like you would in like a mindfulness meditation, this is just about, thoughts come up, feelings come up, noise happens externally, other sensations come up in my body. It's just information. We're just noticing it. That's a thought, that's a thing, whatever. And whenever we notice our attention drifted away, it's no problem. We just gently move our focus back to wherever the point of most intensity is. Now, this point of intensity might stay the same and sit there, and you might just pay attention to it. Most likely it will probably move. It will probably get bigger or smaller or move to different places in your body, and all kinds of weird stuff will happen, and you'll be like, what is going on right now? This is crazy. And just paying attention to it, continually bring your focus back to it. You could do this for 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10, 30, 60, 2 hours, all right? The longest I've ever done this has probably been about 2 hours. The shortest amount of time I've done it has been like 30 seconds. Even just a moment of bringing that attention and focusing is going to have an impact. And the longer you do it, the more things can happen. You might notice all kinds of things happen. It will move all over your body. It'll turn into pain. It'll turn into cold. It'll turn into heat. It'll change color in the way you perceive in your mind, and then it'll get smaller and smaller and smaller. Usually what will happen over time is it'll get smaller and smaller and smaller, and it'll dissipate, and there won't be any intensity at all, and there'll be nothing there. That can take a long time. It can also take a short amount of time. It really depends on what you're processing, what you're focusing on. But try it out. And also some of my clients will add in things. Like I've had a client who she adds in, light and presence, and she sends this like healing light or this healing kind of golden liquidy substance. I've had people who call in like positive vibes and whatever. I want to just say, the first time you do this, I recommend not adding anything else in and just being really neutral and just kind of paying attention. The parts within us and our psyche and our bodies, they like being given kind of just an unconditional presence, just attention and focus. That's really, really valuable. And you listen to your discernment and your intuition. If it feels right, if it's pain, if it's something that, if it just feels right, you just think, I really want to send something specific here, bring something specific to this and my intention and my focus, then do it. Play around with it, experiment with it.